So here are 10 reasons why the Tecno Spark 10 Pro is a mid-range killer. Number one has to be the price. For the specs that this device comes with, for the design and everything, and for the price that it costs, is just out of this world. Currently, this device retails for about 118,500 naira, which is roughly about $145 for the Pro model, while the regular Spark 10 retails for about 104,500 naira, which is around $100. And that brings me to the next point, which is the specs. For the price that this device goes for, the specs are crazy. Currently, there is no other device or there's no other manufacturer that gives you the spec that the Tecno Spark 10 Pro gives you for the price that it goes for. To start with, it has up to 8GB of RAM, 256GB internal storage, you get a 5000 mAh battery, a 1080p display, the Mediatek Helio G88 gaming processor, you get a 32MP selfie camera, and all these other crazy specs for just about $145 or 118,500 naira. Currently, you will not get this kind of deal on any other brand. Only Tecno phones have this kind of deal right now. The third thing has to be the design of this phone. Now, straight out of the box, this just looks like probably the iPhone 12 or the iPhone 14. But outside of that, this is a cool design. If you are somebody that loves the iPhone, then you're going to love the design of the Tecno Spark 10 Pro. The back of the device is not glossy. It looks like it has a texture, but there is no texture to it, and it doesn't keep fingerprints. Also, there is a side-mounted fingerprint reader on the right side of the device, which is super fast in unlocking the device. Then you also get the volume up and down keys there. On the left side of the device, there's a SIM tray, which carries 2 SIM cards and an SD card. Then at the bottom of the Tecno Spark 10 Pro, you're going to get a single firing speaker, a USB Type-C port, a headphone jack, and a microphone outlet there. The overall design here is subjective. For me, I like this boxy shaped design, like the iPhone. But again, this might not be a design that you will like, it's understandable. Next up has to be the display of the Tecno Spark 10 Pro. Now, this is an IPS LCD panel. It has a 90Hz refresh rate. So if you're not somebody that likes big phones or large devices, this device might not be for you because this is a very large display. And this device runs on the iOS, and this device comes with Android 13 from the box and Tecno iOS skin on top. So using the device is quite smooth, but you still notice a little lag here and there, which is very understandable for the price that this device costs. And part of the reason for that lag is basically the bloatwares that come inside these devices. Now, one thing I've noticed Tecno doing here is that for the more expensive devices, they tone down the bloatware to a very, very minimal point. But for cheaper devices like this one, the bloatware situation is still very much there, even though not as bad as it used to be back in the day, but you're still going to be experiencing it right there. But outside of that, using this device for your daily activities is good enough. There's no much complaints here for the price that the device costs. Now, this device comes with a 5000 mAh battery, which is kind of the standard in 2023, and this battery is an all-day battery. I've been able to use this device the whole day, and I've not been able to really wear out the battery. And the device supports 18 watts fast charging, so you'll be able to charge this device from 0 to 100 in about 2 hours. Then let's talk about my favorite part of this device, which is the performance. Now, this device runs on the Mediatek Helio G88 chipset. It has up to 8GB of RAM inside, and the RAM through memory fusion can be expanded to up to 16GB. And this has made my gameplay on this device quite smooth. On this device, you will not be able to play Call of Duty at the highest graphics settings or the highest frame rate, but what I can assure you is that you'll be able to play Call of Duty at medium settings here for more than an hour. This device is not going to heat up. For all-round performance, the Tecno Spark 10 Pro gives a very good performance for the price that it's worth. My next favorite part about this device has to be this ring light at the back here. Now, it looks like a camera bump, but it is not a camera. It has this very large ring light that enables you to take very clear photos or clear selfies in very dark situations. Of course, let's talk about the cameras of this device. Now, it has a 50MP main lens, and then in front it has a 32MP selfie lens. This device can shoot 1080p videos at 30 frames per second. It can also shoot up to 2K, but it cannot shoot up to 4K. But that notwithstanding, the pictures still look okay for the price of the phone and for the caliber of the phone, and also for the target audience for this kind of device. The selfie pictures too, again, look okay for the amount that the device costs and for who this device is targeted at. But one thing you need to know is that for this device, you don't have to take pictures in a place that is dark or in a place that is not well lit. The pictures might not turn out so good.